Hey guys, this is Arm Productions aka number 467.3 and I'm back in Autumn's Journey Part 4. And yeah, that's it. We were just in the middle of seeing some kind of water dragon, so yeah. Bursting from the water was this large serpent-like dragon with a translucent... One day, I will get tired of these words. I'm sorry for pronouncing words wrong and for not knowing what words mean because I'm not that smart. With a translucent, I'm guessing, ridge down its back. It flapped its wing-like fins, head extended beyond the shore. I gripped my teeth, searching for a weak point, but kept my distance. Tightening my grasp on my sword, I looked the dragon directly in the eye. Let me guess, it had human eyes. No, okay. It recoiled when it saw my weapon, withdrawing its head, but made no further movements. It didn't appear to be hostile. I slowly sheathed my sword, but kept a firm grip on its hilt. A mist formed around the dragon, and I stepped back, unsure of whether to retreat or wait. It seemed to vanish as the mist overtook, and I squinted. Moments later, I spotted a rather hazy figure. I'm sorry. I blinked as a little heaven-kind person appeared before me. He had similar ears to the water dragon, so I could safely assume that they were one and the same. He had a brilliant teal-colored hair, which I had never seen before. He fidgeted with his hands and gave me an apologetic look. I didn't mean to frighten you. His eyes dissolved. I'm gonna find voices again. I'm getting out of this voice thing. His wide eyes disarmed me completely, and I could only wave my hands frantically to reassure him. No, it's fine. I didn't mean to threaten you with my sword. It's sort of instinctive and... It's understandable. You didn't know what my intentions were, and you probably looked intimidating. I probably looked intimidating. We both stopped and exchanged an awkward smile. At first it was a giggle, but as I started laughing and then rubbed the back of my head sheepishly, he joined with his own gentle chuckle, and any tension we felt from our rather intense encounter dissolved instantly. So, what are you here for? I'm looking for someone. He should be around here. He would have unique ears like mine, and... You mean Kerr? Are you Kerr's master? His eyes widened. Me? Oh, no. I'm already actually a pupil for someone else, but I just know his master well. He raised his arms and glanced at the sleeves, tucking on them before inspecting the rest of his clothes. It was then I could see his long hair tumble over his shoulders with a flowing purple ribbon. You look fine. Oh, you even transformed with a braid in its place. That's cute. He grinned cheerfully, seemingly pleased with himself. Heaven girl, there you are. I have a name. Kerr approached us, Petta, and gave a new, super glare. He glared at him. The boy balked slightly and glanced shyly away. Oh shit. What did it say? I have to go back. No. No, okay. Jeez. I guess things is not going well for me. Well, I'm guessing he said something. He doesn't look pleased with his almighty eyebrows. I'm Ilmari. We've met a few times. Kerr gazed at him so intently that Ilmari screamed uneasily. Nope, I don't know you. How did you find me anyway, Ilmara? It's Ilmari. The poor guy, you made him so sad. Ilmari, I overheard our masters talking, and Master Petras mentioned you, so I, Kerr groaned loudly. Let me guess, they sent you. Sure, they sent me to supervise your assignment. So please take me with you. And Kara and I exchanged glances. Look, Ellie. Ilmari. Whatever. This isn't exactly something I want to do, nor do I want a company to slow me down unless you can fly. Ilmari's face fell. And can instantly take me to the next altar. I'm not interested. Go back and tell our masters I can handle myself. You know what? I'd rather travel with Ilmari. Go away, Kurt. But he's so adorable. I'm sorry, but he is. I sighed and stepped in, raising a hand to touch Kurt's shoulder. You don't need to. Kurt flinched from the physical contact, and I mentally kicked myself for forgetting already. Or maybe you should just say, look here, you fucking asshole, I'm not doing this because I want to. So go, get your ass away, I don't want to help you anymore, let's leave, Ilmari, go. Right, no touching. Anyway, I think Ilmari will prove useful. He did say the masters wanted this, right? They placed their trust in him for a reason. Ilmari shifted his eyes and glanced on the ground. Right. It obviously came without telling them and without being allowed to. I promise I won't be a burden. And if I am, well, I can go back. Cat grumbled and merely walked downstream, waving dismissively. Do what you want. Just promise you won't lecture me or do anything not of that nonsense. I get it enough. I already get it enough. Promise! Ilmari's smile was so bright that I couldn't help but grin as well. Oh, shit. Sorry. I turned to him and offered a hand, and he tilted his head quizzically. Looks like we've been traveling. Ugh, jeez. Stop that. Looks like we'll be traveling companions at least for a while. I'm sorry, I kind of had some technical problems. This is an offer to shake hands. It's a greeting between us heavenkind. Ilmari extended his hand and I gave it a firm shake. Pleased to meet you. I'm Arlie. Pleased to meet you too. And thank you for convincing her. Thank you. Pardon? You've no idea how long I've been waiting to hear those words. I have a feeling you and I will get along swimmingly. Swimmingly? He glanced back at the river and then chuckled. Is this heavenkind humor? Something like that, but it usually takes more groans than laughter. Come on, we should probably get going before Kurt decides to ditch both of us. Well, it's us who have the ability to ditch Kurt, so no. I don't have any more food to lure him back. About food and heavenkind needs. I've researched a bit, but I'm not completely familiar. Don't worry, my dad makes food for a living, so you will learn a lot about it. He nodded happily. With that, we quickened our pace before Kara could yell at us to hurry. I wonder how they'll react to entering a heavenkind town. How will her parents react? Hey, Dad, I'm just coming home with a couple of dragons. No trouble, right? Oh, chapter 3 already? Very cool. We arrived late afternoon. Barrier was a small farming community nestled by the riverbank, perfectly situated between larger cities. Cool. What is that? Is that a tree? Okay, that's a huge tree, okay. Barrier was near the riverbank, yeah, okay. It had at least 3 dozen houses, many with their own farmland and sprawling orchards beyond the river. Of course, it also had an inn for travelers, which was becoming more popular thanks to the improved roads. Okay, sparkly, he's happy. Ilmari seemed thrilled, gasping over every little thing while his eyes excitedly darted from one house to the next. Kerr simply rolled his eyes and remained Withdrawn, la la la, as we walked over to my family's house. I admit I was concerned. Their eyes weren't exactly natural, and Ilmari's hair color was striking even from a distance. There were a few people who passed and gave curious glances, but they relaxed when I saw I was accompanying the boys. You knew everyone in Barry, especially if you lived here for the most of your life. When we reached my house, I motioned over to Ilmari and Kurt. Can you two wait here for a bit? I need to talk to my parents first. I can't just invite strangers in. Is it some sort of heaven-kind formality? Yeah, formality. Something like that. That's why it's important you two don't wander off. Right. I mean it. I opened the door and closed it behind me, stepping into the cozy room. This looked rather new. Well, Mom, Dad. Hopefully they didn't leave to search for me. That would be patently my fault. Aura, Mom. I was embraced in a tight hug. My mother worriedly checked my face before stepping back. I'm glad they actually drew the sprites. It's kind of annoying when they don't draw sprites for characters, even though if the characters are unimportant. It's okay if they are very little important, as in you only encounter them 1 or 2 times in the game. But it's kind of nice with a role like the mother. It makes it more alive, you know? And she looks terribly young. I mean, I can see a little tiny wrinkle there. When she blinks, there's a little wrinkle there as well, but that's all. Jeez, what a young mother. I was embraced in a tight hug. My mother worriedly checked my face before stepping back. Where were you? Your dad got all anxious and I kept Let's take a more deeper voice so we'll sound more womanly. Where were you? Your dad got all anxious and I kept telling him you would be alright. But when night came, I'm fine. The reason why my scouting took so long was because I bumped into 2 travelers. She preserved her lips and tapped her chin. They are not amnesic. Nope. Any mystical looking pendants on them? They have some simple jewelry, but no pendants. Dark and mysterious pasts. I'm pretty sure not. One of them is a spoiled brat, and the other seems like he would be the youngest of a dozen siblings. She sighed in relief. Good. I've had too many troublesome experience with people like that. Let them into the village, and next instant on fire. That's my girl. Always thinking of everything. Where's Dad? I'm starving. She laughed at my carefree comment. He should be back soon. She leaned to look past me. You can let your friends in if you'd like. I turned to see Ilmari gingerly tapping the glass and putting his hand all over it in bafflement. He looked like a performing mime. What is this brilliant substance? You can see beyond it, but it's a barrier. Not from around here. You can say that. Once... Oh, he's so adorable. Once we sat down at the table, Kay was content leaning against the wall being sullen. I quickly explained the situation. I left out the punishment since I had a feeling Kay would get embarrassed. Here in the first place, they'll be observing our customers and observing our customs and looking at some of the altars we built. That sounds wonderful. I know there's been more interaction between both races lately, but I'm out of the loop now. Mom used to be the captain of the guard for the city of Oliver, but had long since retired. She kept busy performing various protection services for travelers and merchants patrolling Barry, and even teaching sword fighting. I hope to leave first thing in the morning. And walk the whole way? I glanced at Karen and Ilmari. I could always swim, but it's always been harder to navigate in this river recently. A lot of heaven-kind activity. None of us rhyme. I guess we could always hire a coachman. Actually, there's a small group of merchants heading for Oliver, and they won't leave until tomorrow afternoon. I had initially offered my services, but if you think you can handle it. You mean it? I can arrange it right now. Up for the challenge? It'll be your first real job outside Barry without me. Of course, I'll protect them to the best of my ability. I have to end the episode here. See you in the next one. Our journey continues. Autumn's journey continues. Oh god.